When you're with me, you brighten up my day. Woo, woo. Ah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. It's Flashback Friday, y'all. The second Flashback Friday. I'm so excited to get back in front of this camera again. It's all about New Edition, y'all. It's all about New Edition. As you can see, I came in with New Edition's first hit, first song, how we was introduced to them, Candy Girl. I did this video, first of all, because it's Flashback Friday. I want to give y'all some nice flashback joints. But as we all know, next week is New Edition's biopic, The New Edition Story, that's coming on BET on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And I am so hyped. I am hyped because New Edition is one of my favorite groups of all time, top 10 male R&B groups. Because, you know, yesterday, my bro Sin asked me, yo, what is your top 10 R&B male group? And I said, all right, I had to throw New Edition in there. I had to. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk about the 80s and 90s without talking about any of their music. Solo or as a group. Like, they were killing it. You know what I'm saying? To me, they were the reincarnated Temptations, for real, for me. And so for me, I felt like I wanted to do this video to kind of honor them, but also to give y'all some throwback joints. And it's going to include, you know, my favorite New Edition joints, a little bit of some stories behind them, and including their solo hits, you know what I'm saying? So get ready. As y'all know, I got my red cup. I'm ready to party, you know what I mean? So let's go. I remember when my mom played Candy Girl for the first time, and I asked my mom, was this the Jacksons? And she was like, boy, no, that's New Edition. And I'm like, New Edition? I'm like, oh, all right. I was like, well, the lead singer, he sound like Michael. She was like, well, there is somebody in the group named Michael, but nah, that's Ralph. He's the lead singer. I was like, oh, but that joint sound good, though. So, you know, after hearing that when you little, it's like, oh, okay, whatever, cool. So I started to get older, of course, and I probably was hearing New Edition all over, you know, because they have so many hits, and I probably heard it, but when I got older, that's when I really started paying attention to more music, and I really started paying attention to New Edition for real. So, my family loves VH1 Soul. We love VH1 Soul on Comcast. If you have Comcast, it's channel 144. They call it BET Soul now, but before it, VH1 Soul. So one day, this video comes on, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it gets to this part, and my mom raps it with him. And she's, why you all coming down on me, trying to tell me how my life is supposed to be? I know you're really trying to help me out and try to show me life what's really about, but this time I'm going to make it on my own. So why don't you fellas just leave me alone? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, if I was the girl who cares who you like. So you mind you, I'm looking at her because I'm looking at her like, oh, all right, Ma. I'm like, she looking at me like, boy, Cool It Now is dope. You tripping. And I was just like, oh, all right. So, you know, the next joint I'm going to play is the classic Cool It Now. And it goes a little bit something like this. Here we go. Classic joint. It's just a feel-good, like, 80s joint. You know what I'm saying? And I love the video. Because the video, they going in. They pop lock and all that. Bobby was just killing it in the video, yo. I'm going to put the video in the box, though. But now, when it gets to that part now I can rap it with Mom. And I be with her and Ralph because now I know it. So we go in on it. And it's like... Why you all throwing me down on me, trying to tell me how my life is supposed to be? I know you're only trying to help me out, trying to show me what life is really about. This time I'm gonna make it on my own. So why don't you fellas just leave me alone? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If I love the girl, who cares who you like? Cool It Now. Ooh, watch out. Hey! That joint goes in, just a feel-good 80s joint, for real, for real. And the boys was growing up, man. It wasn't no long, Candy Girl, you're on my way. Like, nah, man. They was talking to the ladies now, even though before they were talking to the little girls, now they teenagers, you know what I'm saying? But the next song is my favorite New Edition song of all time. If you ask me what's my favorite, this is my favorite, because Bobby is more on lead, and every time I think about this song, I think about the video, because I'm like, you could tell Bobby had so much to say and wanted to do so much, but he was so, you know, they kind of tried to put him, like, kind of keep him closed up, because, you know, Bobby just had so much of a presence to him, you know what I'm saying? He had so much that he wanted to say and express, and, you know, as you in a group, you can't really do that. You kind of hold back on some things, but in the video, you could tell Bob had so much that he wanted to say, but Bobby came and he ripped this one to shreds, and the song goes a little something like this, and love this joint. Here we go. There's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time. Woo! And in this song, Bobby was giving me David Ruffin vocals. Just the little stuff that he did. If you know about David, it was just like stuff David did was just like, whoa. That's why I was like, I know Bobby was definitely influenced by this dude, clearly. And he was inspired by them, and it's 2 parts, and it's this one right here, and it's just a little thing that, you know, he does that just reminded me of that. Just that part right there, try to dial her number, like, it sounded like, you know what I'm saying, David Ruffin for me, and I was just like, oh man, David, and then he gives me again, here we go, at this part. Just can't take this anymore. Like this and that. Oh! And everybody know David. David used to like to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you cannot tell me Bobby wasn't influenced by David Ruffin. But clearly, ironically, he gets kicked out of the group. You know what I'm saying? Just like David did. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for me, my favorite part of this song, when, you know, because when Bobby does it live, and before he got kicked out of the group, and he was doing it live, and he wearing these, what is it called? They was wearing these gold outfits, and Bobby comes out there, and he just comes out, and hey, this is what he feel like he got to do, and Bobby killed it. And this part right here, and I was like, go ahead, Bob. Can't take this no more. Like when I'm gonna put that video in the more info box. I hope they still got it up, because you know YouTube is taking off everything New Edition now since they got their movie coming out. And yo, Bob was just freaking, you know, he was gyrating and he was going in. The girls was going crazy, but it was just like, you know, he was being a little bit quote unquote X-rated, but that was just Bobby. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't hate on it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Mr. Telephone Man, my favorite New Edition song, hands down. So the dudes grew up and they wanted to get out of that bubblegum pop thing, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, they getting older now, they out of their teens, they becoming 20 years old, and, you know, they want to express some more stuff. So, you know, once Bobby left, you know, Mike brought in Johnny, and, you know, they hooked up with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and the first single they gave us was this. Here we go. Make me feel so sad inside. I don't care what nobody says. When that song comes on, you be ready to do that freaking choreography, hands down. I don't care what nobody says. You can sit up there and lie to yourself and say you don't. I know I do. And I love when this part comes up, and I just be killing like a mic in my hand. part, yo. I love that part, yo. I remember when I first saw this video, y'all. I saw it, and I remember, like, looking at the screen, like, yo, I was amazed because it was just about choreography, you know what I'm saying? And they was killing it, you know what I'm saying? Johnny was even getting his little groove on, you know what I mean? It was just so dope, for real, for real. And it was just like, yo, when this video come back on, I'm going to make sure I got my VCR ready so I can press record so I can get this and I can learn it. And, y'all, I learned the routine. Like, I haven't done it in a while, so when I came in and doing it like this, it probably would have been at the wrong part, but hey, whatever. You know what I mean? But they had, you know, but what I could say, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis blessed New Edition on these because they were becoming men and they needed songs to express how they were feeling to the 20-year-old girls that they kind of grew up with, and they didn't need to be on some Cool It Now and Popcorn Love and Candy Girl. No, 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 no. They needed songs that spoke to these women that grew up with them. Now they don't want to hear that. They ain't no bubblegum no more. And Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis blessed them. Like this joint right here, which I, again, love the choreography. And to me, this video, to me, kind of really let me know that these guys were, like, the Temptations. Really. Like the fact that, you know, for this new movie, they let them boys do that video, yo, because, yo, this song is very popish, it's very 80s, it's very 80s pop, but it's still New Edition. And in the video, they show you, yo, they are so 1, 2, 1, 2, like, it's so dope, yo. So I'm gonna put their video in the more info box, and then I'm gonna put the one that the cast of the New Edition story did, and they killed it, for real, for real. The next one, I like the remix better, to me, than the original version. The remix just does something to me, and I think it's just so dope, and it got a little bit of hip-hop to it, so maybe that's why I like the remix. And here we go. She got it going on, going on, going on. I'll never forget that, yo. And in the video, it was, you know, in the 80s and the 90s, it was all about the videos. And I'll never forget this video because they wearing them yellow outfits, but then they got black and yellow shoes on. Like, the right one was yellow and the left one was black. Like, it was just dope. And then I remember Heavy D and Theo from the Cosby Show, Michael Jamal Warner, being in the video. So that was one of the videos that I do remember, for real, for real. So Any Heartbreak, I love the remix. Cut. The next two songs are R&B classics to me. R&B classics. 80s R&B classics, yo. The first one, Johnny Gill sung the hell out of this song. Sung the hell out of this song because I remember when they're behind the music, Johnny was like, you know, I don't like this song, and this is the song that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is going to give me to sing, because they let him know, like, this ain't your group. So you might just do background vocals and that's about it. But when they gave him the song, he looked at it, was like, this is the song I'm going to say. He said, you know what, I'm going to go in this studio, I'm going to fuck this song up. And did he ever? And obviously a group got their name from this song. And clearly you must have got the hint. But here we go. Goes a little something like this. Here we go. Yo, let me tell you something. To me, Johnny earned his place on this record. And like he said on this Behind the Music, you will respect me. And clearly with this song, yeah, Johnny got his respect, for real, because at this part, he lets you know, because Johnny a singer. He ain't a singer, he a singer. And he went for blood on this joint, and especially when he gets at, like, the end, he just goes in. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I don't want to just give it to you like that. Hold on. Here we go. on, yo. There wasn't nobody in the group doing something like that? Come on, yo. Johnny put some stank on that song. He said, y'all gonna give me a whack song? I'ma sing the fuck out of it. And did he ever? Boys the Men, classic 80s slow jam for me. And it's a song talking about boys and men, even though at the end of the day, they were boys becoming men. But he thought the song was just so bland, but you killed it, Johnny. You got my respect. And I know Ralph probably was like, true. But the next song, I Gotta Get Quiet, is a New Edition classic. If you talk about New Edition, this song has to be spoken about. Period, point blank. It has to be spoken about. And if you don't talk about it, then obviously you're not a big New Edition fan. Because this song is definitely a top 5 of theirs. And it goes a little something like this. Yes, sir. That song, let me tell you something. I don't care what none of y'all say or whatever. That song never leaves the love playlist. No arguments. It starts it off. It starts it off. And to me, if you don't know this song and you don't even know the hook, don't talk to me until you do. Because this song is a classic, 80s classic record. If you don't know this song, I don't know what's wrong with you, like for real. This is a classic record. How can you not know this? For real, for real. Because I need somebody. Let me stop. I ain't going to give y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? The throat ain't working right. You know what I mean? But it's all good. So after, you know, the Heartbreak album, you know, everybody kind of went and did their own solo projects. You know what I'm saying? Bobby did it first, you know what I'm saying, since he was, you know, voted out of the group. And he did his first album, which was very New Edition-ish, like this joint Girlfriend. But when he came out with Don't Be Cruel, it was over. The R&B king was born. R.I.P. to Whitney Houston. And so this section is going to be about their solo joints. Solo joints from Bobby Brown, Bell Biv DeVoe, Ralph, and Johnny. So when Bob came out with the Don't Be Cruel album, hits just came off of it like every song on the damn album was a damn hit. And let's start it off. Girl, you need to change your attitude, huh? I know, I don't be cruel. Come on, man. The next song, I think this was a song for Bobby and his haters. And, you know, after he came out New Edition, people was like, you ain't gonna do nothing, and whatever. And Bobby had something to say to all of them, and it became a #1 song for him. And it goes a little something like this. That's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. Woo! Bobby was like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to do it my way. And, hey, and it is what it is. And like I said, the hits just kept coming. Now, these two slow songs are slow jam classics, too. And I was so happy he hooked up with L.A. Reid and Babyface because, yo, they blessed him. They definitely blessed him. And, here's the first slow jam. My only heartbeat, my heart belongs to a Roni. Woo! Classic, classic. Next joint, because there's a couple of versions of this joint, but the version I have, I think everybody does have. And here we go. And it goes a little something like this. My sister Kay that I do podcasts with Kill and Kay, she loves Bobby Brown. She loves him to death. So shout out to you, Kay. But here's the next song. with you, baby, woo, all night long. Rock and rollin', rock, make your sweet love, don't you ever stop, woo! And then my favorite joint off the album, and again, because I love the video, and every time I hear the joint, it makes me want to do the dances in the video, and you can tell that video, Bobby was just an entertainer, you know what I mean, and he just killed it, and here we go. We'll be together. Woo! Let me tell you something. Bobby killed that. And then again, he's addressing the haters again in this joint. And this part right here. And Bobby, man, Bobby was busting shots. But, hey, he had every right to because he was the underdog. And it goes a little something like this. Go ahead, Bobby. Talk to him. I know that's right, Bob. Let him know. But let me tell you something. Between 1988 and 1991, Bobby could not be fooled with. He was like, yo, dude did a song on Ghostbusters, and it was huge. Like, Bobby could not be touched. He was winning every award, you know, selling out tours. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to your aunts. Your aunts was big fans of Bobby. They probably had a picture of him up in their walls and all that kind of. Let me tell you something. Bobby was that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I know why Whitney was like the king of R&B. The R&B king, how she said. R.I.P. to Whitney, for real, for real. But, you know, Bobby killed it. The next is hip-hop smoothed out on the R&B tip with a pop feel, uphill. Do it. My boys, BBD, yo. They were the ones you didn't think about. You did not think about them. For real, for real. You did not think about Ronnie, Mike, and Ricky. You didn't think about them. You was just like, okay. So, but it's crazy because when everybody hears this, it's a wrap. That's a classic. Anybody hear that? Everybody is on the floor. Like, you know, and that's what I love when Mike said, shit, we ain't had nothing to lose. And they really didn't. And they came with it. Poison is a classic 90s album. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about New Jack Swing era from 1987 to 92, oh, Poison is probably at really like number in the top 5. Hands down, yo. They killed it. And they came with the hits. You got Poison, and then their hits just kept coming. And here's the next one. So it was a little something like this. Back up. Here we go. I thought it was me. I think like she's like that with the other guy. Yo, what's up with that? Love that joint, yo, for real, for real. The next joint I used to say when I was little, and I know my grandma used to be like, you're not supposed to sing that song, but hey, I knew it, and I was a little kid, but I didn't know what they meant, but I sure do know what they meant now. And where we at? And the song goes a little something like this. Come on, here we go. Do me, baby, do me, baby. Woo! And then the video, that's where we get hip hop smoothed out on the R&B tip with a pop feel, a pill. Do It. Yeah, that's where we get that from. They do, but it's on their cover though. But they do it in the video because the video is, I guess, the Do Me remix, I suppose. But this is my favorite part of the song though. I know I probably couldn't have said this when I was younger because my grandma would probably just slap the hell out of me. But I like this part. Mike's rap verse. Here we go.
No time to chill Saturday. Can't relate, hey. The girl is gonna do me. To the jacuzzi. That food, smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
No! When Martin did it in the episode where him and Gina was about to get busy, and then he put out, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! Yeah, but I love that. The next joint was a hit as well, but I like the remix better because Marley Marl came in and blessed them with this, and I have it on my album as the first song, and it goes a little something like this. BBD is dope. Marley Marl is dope. I love that joint, y'all. And then the next joint was off the remix album that they did that got all 6 of them back together again. And it's called Word to the Mother, and the video is so dope. I think they did it back in Boston, and it's all 6 of them, and it's a dope record. And it just shows that, y'all, we can all have our own hits, but, yo, we can get back together and do a smash. And here is Word to the Mother. Y'all like that vocal run? Where we started from, give back. I sing our word to the mother. And then in this joint, I like when on what's his name verse, Ronnie's verse, he sings all their songs, and in the video, each of them are holding up, but it's not their song. It's like, I think Johnny was holding up My Prerogative, and Ralph was holding up, I think Poison, and Ricky was holding up Do What I Gotta Do, and it was like each of them was holding up their hits, and that just shows how dope they were. But Ronnie does it in his rap, and I think it was so dope. And here it goes. It goes a little something like this.
It's Poison, don't be cool, it's my prerogative to do what I gotta do, have a little sensitivity. Do it, baby, I wanna give up the right way, so what you gotta say? Oh no, she's a candy girl, living in a half crazy world. That's the way I'm living, girl. Now every little step I take.
It's in any heartbreak, my. Get back. That was so dope to do that. But BBD, they came out with their Poison album. They killed it. Then next is from boy Ralph Tresvant. His debut album is a classic to me. I play it more than any of theirs. You know, I'm even more than Bobby, more than BBD's, more than Johnny's. I play his the most out of everybody, yo, because his whole style was in this album. Because we all know Ralph was smooth, you know what I'm saying? He was that smooth cat, you know what I'm saying? And this album definitely, to me, defined who he was. But it was still a little street, but it was still smooth, you know what I'm saying? And he got with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and Ralph blessed us with one of my favorite songs of all time. Now, if you know me, you know I talk about this song a lot. I love this record, and it's just a classic. And if you're doing a 90s mix, you gotta throw this song in there. If you don't, then your mix is whack. And here we go. That is my joint right there, y'all. Oh my God, that song, I feel like that song describes me, but a memory of that is when me and my mom was finally moving to South Carolina when she was about to go to college. She said when we were packing up, about to walk out the door, the radio station was playing. They first played In Vogue, Hold On, and then they played Ralph Tresvant, Sensitivity. So you know, now when we sing that song, it kind of takes us to a place because, you know, we was about to go somewhere else that was unknown for us. You know what I mean? We were New Yorkers. That's where we were from. We were so used to that, and now going to South Carolina was something different, something fresh. You know what I mean? So now when we sing that song, it's like it takes us back to, wow, the move that we made that really changed our life, and we was listening to that song. So that's just a little bit of history lesson from me, from my, you know, my story, my little family history. But with that, you know, Ralph, he had bangers off his first album, like this one, and it goes a little something like this. Even him and Bobby got, because Bobby on this joint, and they got down with their little rap, and that joint was hot, and it goes a little something like this. Woo! That joint was hot, and then they even danced on Arsenio Hall. They were regulars on Arsenio Hall, all of them. All of them were regulars on Arsenio Hall. That's how much they was running shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them was killing it, man. But the next joint, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, if I'm not mistaken, I think they produced the first 5 joints on the album, and they used the Keep on Truckin' sample by Eddie Kendricks, who is another one of my favorite soul artists, and they use that joint right. I love when people use a sample right, and they used it right on this, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Turn it up. She's my love thing. Woo! Love that joint. Oh my God, love that joint too. But the joint, I think everybody on the album also knows, I think More Than Sensitivity is the ballad that he gave us. It's a classic ballad. And, you know, I always think about the video with this, because this video and After Seven's Ready or Not, they kind of remind me of each other. I don't know why, but, you know, every time I think about the song, I think about the video. But Ralph goes off and give us a classic, smooth ballad. And here we go. Woo! I don't wanna see her cry. Woo! Yo, he killed that, yo. Dope, dope, dope joint. So, I'm telling you, yo, like, mind you, everybody is on their own and they're giving us bangers like this. Like, that's how you can't tell me New Edition was not the shit. Now, of course, you can't forget about the balladeer, the one that can sing, Mr. Johnny Gill. And he came with a banger. Now, you would expect him to come out with a ballad like, you know, like Ralph. I expected him to maybe come out with a ballad. He came out with a dance joint. And he was rocking in that joint. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo! And rub you the right way. Woo! Let me tell you something. Johnny was not the best dancer, but in that video, he was dancing for pure life, and that video was dope. I don't care. Johnny was doing it, but like I said, you know, Johnny was more the balladeer, like, you know, Fairweather Friend and all those kind of joints, but it's 2 joints by Johnny that I got to talk about. The next one is his signature joint, and I think everybody knows his signature joint, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
And I'm so proud to be with you. I just want to let you know you got to stay mine.
Woo! And you're so damn fine. Yes, yes sir, yes sir. Woo! That was good, that was good. But the next joint ballad that I love from Johnny is actually my favorite joint from him, and it's off the Boomerang soundtrack. And I can never forget when I first heard this song. I think it was like '93, and you know, my mom campus radio, you know, on Fridays they would play soulful songs, but they would also play like not classic, I was about to say classic. Well, this song is a classic, but they played slow joints, and I remember hearing it, and I just remember vibing to it. And I think I was only like 7 or 8, and I'm like sitting there vibing to it. My mom looking at me like, he looking like he in love, like what's up with him? But this song is classic. It's off the Boomerang soundtrack, and I love it, and it's my favorite Johnny song, and it goes a little something like this. Love that joint, y'all. That joint is a classic. Oh my God, Johnny goes in. Let me tell you about ballads. Johnny goes in for real. But if you want anything, check out his the 1990 Johnny Gill album. Joint is dope for real, for real. But see, everybody had their own hits, and then back in 1996. They got back together, and I mean all 6 of them got back together, and they created the classic Home Alone album. And I can remember when we first heard the first single, y'all. We heard the first single, and to this day, we can play this joint, and even my grandmother is going to get up and dance to it. And let me tell you something. This joint, it was like when we heard this in 96, it was like, oh shit, New Edition is back, and they're not playing any games. And I'm just going to play it. It go a little something like this. Here we go. Come on, y'all. Like, my grandma even get up and got to rock to it. It's a couple of songs my grandma would rock to. She rocked to Hit Me All by New Edition, Solos, The Way You Want Me to Put It, and the OJ's Time to Get Down. My grandma will get up and groove. Like, yo, they hit everybody with this, yo. Like, everybody loved this song. I know for me, you play this song, I'm getting on the floor, and I'm going to kill the floor. That's how much I love this record. With my drink in my hand, too, and I'm going all, too. Woo! Love this joint. Hit me, it's just so funky, for real, for real. But, you know, or this Home Alone album, Home Again album, Home Alone. Lord, I'm thinking about the damn movie. Home Again album, they had bangers. I love the first song, how you open it after coming back together. You had your own hits, and y'all come back together, and to open this joint. And Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is a big part of all their careers, to be honest with you. Big part of it. And for them to give them intro like this was just, this is how you open a damn album. And it goes a little something like this. Feels so good. This is where we started from. And I love the fact that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis used the James Brown, the Payback, right. I love the Payback. I love that sample, and if you use it right, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis use this joint right, I love it. The next joint, you know, I think the whole album is classic. So I'm just going to play the songs, and then here we go. Just play it so y'all can just, oh Lord, I just love this album so much. Here we go. then Puff even did a dope remix for them. Even the remix was dope. Like, you have the song and then the remix was dope. And give y'all a sample of the remix, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. That's what they were doing in the video. Ah! Woo! Yo, with they little black velour, they blue velour outfits on, they was killing it, yo. Killing it. The next joint, it's actually one of my favorites on the album. And it's just so dope. And it's just, and the problem is, and then I just like the chorus because it's truth to me. And that's why I really love this song. And goes a little something like this. Before you find yourself by yourself, ooh, you better, woo! Love that joint, love that song. Oh my God, love that song to death. And then they came out with this joint. This was the ballad, which I think is dope. I think they performed it on Oprah, if I'm not mistaken, because they got an album when they was on Oprah. I mean, that was just a big deal. All 6 of them got back together and did an album. That's a big deal when you all had your own separate careers and did great and had big success, and you come back together and then y'all blessed us with this. Oh yeah, Oprah had to give them an hour. But here is this, and y'all know it. It don't matter what your friend. So they had so much other stuff on there. They had Home Again, the song, Something About You. Yo, they got so many songs. This album is a classic, y'all. I recommend y'all go listen to it. You know, I recommend you go buy it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because I had the CD somewhere. Y'all know I got MP3 now, but I had the CD. Like, I even brought it again. That's how much I love it. I'll never forget when me and my mom was checking out my school, my college, for the first time, and we drove up. And we was on the way back home, and I was like, Ma, I want to hear New Edition. And we threw in New Edition, and we listened to that album from all the way from the Delaware Memorial Bridge all the way home. And it takes us like an hour and a half, and I think the album was like an hour and like 15 minutes. But it got us all the way home because I think we replayed a couple of songs a couple of times. Like, Hit Me All, we played a couple of times. We had to replay that, and Oh Yeah, It Feels So Good, we had to keep playing that. Just an intro like that, yo, dope album. I recommend y'all listen to it. But, well, I went off in this Flashback Friday. It was a tribute to one of my favorite groups of all time, New Edition. Look, y'all, everybody, please check out their biopic. January 24th, 25th, 26th. I'm going to have my DVR. I'm recording this thing because I'm going to want to see it. Like they said on Wendy, we're going to get all the tea. Everything's going to be spilled. We're going to see how they really broke it to Bobby, how, you know, they got into a fight on the Home Again tour. We're going to see how they were robbed out of money and everything. So it's going to be a good thing. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Y'all, you know, got you in a good feel on this Friday. But I got to end it with a dope joint to me, but it's not all of them. It was only 5 of them. Bobby wasn't there, but this joint was hot to me, and I remember when it came out, yo, I had to get it on my mix CD. That's what we had then, when, you know. But here we go, and we're gonna end it like this. Here we go. Woo! I'm out, y'all. Peace.